Hey everybody! So we're going to be talking about Snowden today, directed by Oliver Stone, which we haven't had a great Oliver Stone movie in a while, so it was good to see him back. And I really did like Snowden. There were moments that were slow in the story, but for the most part, it was very engaging. And the 2+ hour time slot that they had, it didn't feel that long. And usually, if a movie doesn't feel like 2+ hours, then it's a good movie. So I was engaged through the whole thing, and I loved the way that he directed it. Oliver Stone is very good with a character-driven drama, and this is very much like that. It's a very character-driven drama with some, thriller aspects, or suspense, not thriller, but more suspense throughout there. Sorry, you probably hear my cat digging through some boxes over here. But anyway, he's very good with that character-driven storylines. And they had a lot of great characters in here. One of the things I liked is they separated parts of Snowden's life, going from 2000, I think it was 2004 to 2013, and I think it was 2004, but they separated it from when he was in the military and Geneva to when he was in D.C., and then the last third took place when he was in Hawaii, and then they intercut those. They kept them together as a cohesive story while doing the interview in 2013 with Zachary Quinto and all of them, talking while he's giving the information to the reporters to be able to distribute for the public. But every section of the movie, all three sections, had very noticeable, like as soon as you went there, you knew where you were. And some of that came with the great side characters. So you had Rhys Ifans playing Corbin, who was like Corbin O'Brien, who was his kind of mentor when he was in Geneva. He looked up to him. He would go hunting with him. And one of the things that Corbin says in the movie that I really love, and it kind of, you could see it spark something in Snowden's head, played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, which he did an amazing job. But one of the lines Corbin said was, "I don't have to like my politicians to be a patriot." I really like that. It kind of sparks something in Snowden's head going, yeah, I don't have to agree with my politicians to be a patriot. I can be a patriot and be against what my politicians say or what the government is doing. And you can tell that started something in his head to start questioning things. And then you also had Nicolas Cage in a rare, subdued character. Most of Nicolas Cage's characters can be over the top, and I love him. I love him for that. But he had a really nice, subdued character named Hank, who studied a lot of the older technologies and became a friend to Snowden. And then when you were in D.C., you had Timothy Oliphant playing the CIA agent that he was working with. I thought he did a great job. Wasn't in it very much, but what he had to do with his character, I thought he did really well. And it gives you, as soon as you saw them together, you knew you were in D.C. and doing this stuff with the CIA. And then when he was in Hawaii, you had Scott Eastwood. Scott Eastwood played the kind of supervisor between all of the different sections that were going on in Hawaii. The group that's dealing with this and the group that's dealing with that. He was kind of the middleman. And I thought Scott Eastwood did a great job too. I was a bit surprised, actually. I haven't seen him in too much. Saw him a little bit in Suicide Squad. There's some other movies that he did. There's a Western that he did that I want to see, but I haven't seen it yet. But I was surprised. Scott Eastwood, good job. I liked it. I liked you. I guess I was expecting you, Scott Eastwood, to play more of a intimidating character just because that's his father. You know, Clint Eastwood always played an intimidating character, and he's got the same look that he could do that. But he branched out and did more of a more human character, and he didn't look intimidating. So I was surprised with Scott Eastwood. He did a great job. But every time he was with one of those characters, you knew where Snowden was. Kind of like the color schemes in Hero with Jet Li. Whenever they said a story, one of the stories would have a green, everything was in green, and another one, everything was in blue. And you, as soon as you saw it, you knew what story was going on. And I think Oliver Stone did that with the side characters. So I really liked that. Joseph Gordon-Levitt sold me that he was Snowden like right off the bat. I've seen a lot of interviews with Snowden, and as soon as he walked on camera and looked at the characters, the way that he had his face, his mannerisms, I thought his voice was a little too deep, but the cadence and the way he talked and the way he moved and looked and everything, sold me that he was Snowden right off the bat. Joseph Gordon-Levitt did a great job. There was a lot of dramatization in there. You could tell they did that for effect, but nothing that distracted from the core of the story. It didn't feel like they were adding things that didn't make sense. Just dramatization for certain parts, just to make it a little more interesting or a little more exciting, but nothing that took away from the core of the story. And it did feel like an Oliver Stone movie, which I haven't seen a movie that felt like an Oliver Stone movie in a long time. Some of the more recent things he's been doing are mostly documentaries, couple of movies, but some of them weren't great, like Alexander. So seeing him come back to a good drama was very exciting for me. I hope he continues to do some more in the future, bring back some great Oliver Stone movies. And I think this is the first one. I really liked it. I would give it, out of 10, I'd give it an 8.5. 8.5 out of 10. I thought there were parts of the story where the pacing was a bit off and it slowed down. I was ready for them to go to the next part because I didn't think they needed to continue talking. We got everything we needed out of that scene and they could have moved on. But other than that, I loved the movie. I highly suggest seeing it in theaters. We need to support more dramas like that. And I liked at the end how they transitioned from Joseph Gordon-Levitt doing the interview into the real Edward Snowden talking on camera. And they ended a nice soft ending of Snowden. I liked it. I liked it a lot. So 8.5 out of 10. But comment below and let me know what you guys think. Did you like the movie? Did you not like the movie? Give me some reasons why either way. If you picked up something that I missed, let me know. Also, you can check out all of my social media links, my Patreon, and my mailbox. You can mail me things. All of that's in the description below. Plus, I made some t-shirts. You guys can go buy some t-shirts if you want them. It says, Koricon said I'm awesome. Mostly because if you buy a shirt, you are awesome. And all of my fans are awesome because they're fans of me. So you're awesome automatically. So Koricon Nala said I'm awesome. But you can get that shirt, this shirt. That link to that is in the description below as well. But like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you on the next video.